They are 6 months old now, Romulus and Remus. These are not ordinary pups. Their playful nips carry an unexpected force. Their paws, already oversized, hint at the giants they will become. Romulus and Remus are dire wolves, a species extinct for millennia. Their very existence is a testament to the audacity of modern science. These pups are the result of years of research by Colossal Biosciences, a company pushing the boundaries of genetic engineering. Their goal? To bring back the lost majesty of the dire wolf, a creature that once stalked the Pleistocene landscapes alongside saber-toothed cats and woolly mammoths. The story of Romulus and Remus is one of scientific marvel, but it is also a story of ethical complexity. Their resurrection raises profound questions about our relationship with the natural world, the limits of technology, and the very definition of extinction itself. As the sun sets on the Texas grasslands, casting long shadows from the pups as they chase each other, their howls pierce the air. It is a sound not heard on Earth for over 10,000 years, a sound that echoes with both the promise of scientific progress and the weight of responsibility for the future of life on our planet. The dire wolf, Canis dirus, a creature of legend and lore. Its name conjures images of a bygone era, an era of mammoths and mastodons, of giant sloths and saber-toothed cats. These were the giants of the Pleistocene, and the dire wolf was among them. Larger and more powerfully built than its modern grey wolf cousin, the dire wolf was a formidable predator. Its teeth, designed to crush bone, speak to a diet of large herbivores. Its presence, etched in the fossil record, tells a tale of a different world. But the Pleistocene ended, as all eras do. The ice receded, the climate shifted, and the megafauna vanished. The dire wolf, its fate intertwined with its prey, disappeared along with them. For millennia, its howl was silenced, its presence reduced to bones and whispers in the wind, until now. The resurrection of the dire wolf began with fragments of bone, teeth preserved in the asphalt seeps of the La Brea tar pits. These fragments held within them the genetic blueprint of a lost species, a blueprint that scientists at Colossal Biosciences painstakingly pieced together. Using cutting-edge technology, they were able to sequence the dire wolf genome. This was no small feat. DNA degrades over time, leaving behind fragmented pieces of a once complete picture. It's like trying to reassemble a jigsaw puzzle with half the pieces missing and no picture on the box. But Colossal scientists were undeterred. They developed novel techniques for extracting and analyzing ancient DNA. Slowly, painstakingly, they began to rebuild the genetic code of the dire wolf, bringing it back to life, not in flesh and blood, but in the digital realm. With the genome in hand, the next challenge was even more daunting: how to turn this digital blueprint into a living, breathing creature. The de-extinction of the dire wolf relied on a combination of cutting-edge genetic engineering and the age-old miracle of birth. Colossal scientists turned to surrogate mothers, specifically carefully selected hound mixes, to carry and give birth to the resurrected pups. The process was a delicate dance between the ancient and the modern. Scientists did not insert any ancient dire wolf DNA directly. Instead, they compared the dire wolf genome to that of its closest living relative, the grey wolf. Identifying key genetic differences, they made precise edits to the grey wolf genome, effectively rewriting it to match the ancient blueprint. These edited genomes were then used to create embryos. These embryos were implanted into the surrogate mothers who carried them to term, giving birth to the first dire wolf pups seen on Earth in over 10,000 years. The birth of Romulus, Remus, and Colossal was a testament to the power of this technology. But it also raised a host of ethical questions. Was it right to bring back a species from extinction? What impact would these resurrected creatures have on the environment? And what did this mean for the future of conservation? Section 5. Beyond the dire wolf, a menagerie of the lost. The dire wolf is just the beginning for Colossal Biosciences. Their ambitions extend far beyond a single species. They envision a future where de-extinction is a tool for conservation, a way to restore balance to ecosystems ravaged by human activity. Their next target, the woolly mammoth. These giants of the Ice Age, with their shaggy coats and curved tusks, have captured the imagination for centuries. Colossal believes that bringing back the mammoth could help combat climate change. Their plan is to create a hybrid, using Asian elephant DNA as a base and editing in key mammoth genes for cold tolerance and other traits. These mammoths could then be introduced to the Arctic tundra, where their grazing habits could help restore the grasslands and slow the thawing of permafrost. Colossal's vision extends even further to the dodo, the thylacine, also known as the Tasmanian tiger, and even the passenger pigeon. They argue that we have a moral imperative to use this technology to right the wrongs of the past and create a future where extinction is no longer forever. Section 6. The ethics of resurrection, playing God or righting wrongs. The de-extinction efforts of Colossal Biosciences have ignited a firestorm of ethical debate. Critics argue that we are playing God, tampering with the very fabric of life. They warn of unintended consequences, of unforeseen ecological disasters waiting to unfold. What right do we have, they ask, to bring back creatures from the past? Creatures that evolved in a world vastly different from our own. What will be the impact on existing ecosystems? Will these resurrected species become invasive, outcompeting native wildlife? Others argue that the very act of de-extinction is a distraction from the very real and urgent threat of ongoing extinction. Why pour resources into bringing back the dead, they ask, when we are failing to protect the living? Shouldn't our focus be on preserving the biodiversity we still have, rather than trying to recreate what has been lost? The ethical questions surrounding de-extinction are complex and multifaceted. There are no easy answers, no clear-cut solutions. But one thing is certain, the debate is only just beginning. Section 7. A world rebalanced, the ecological tightrope. Proponents of de-extinction argue that these resurrected species could play a vital role in restoring damaged ecosystems. They point to the concept of trophic cascades, where the presence or absence of a single species can have ripple effects throughout an entire food web. The woolly mammoth, for example, was a keystone species in the Pleistocene grasslands. Its grazing habits helped maintain a healthy balance between grasses and trees. Reintroducing mammoths or mammoth-like hybrids could help restore these grasslands, which in turn could help sequester carbon and mitigate climate change. However, introducing any new species into an ecosystem carries inherent risks. There is always the potential for unintended consequences. Resurrected species could become invasive, outcompeting native wildlife for resources. They could introduce diseases to which existing populations have no immunity. The ecological tightrope is a precarious one to walk. Careful consideration, rigorous risk assessment, and ongoing monitoring will be crucial to ensure that the potential benefits of de-extinction outweigh the risks. Section 8. The Symphony of Life Restored. The howls of Romulus, Remus, and Khaleesi are a poignant reminder of the interconnectedness of life on Earth. For over 10,000 years, their song was absent from the symphony of nature. Now, their voices have been restored, adding a new layer of complexity and beauty to the chorus. Their resurrection is a testament to the power of human ingenuity, our ability to unravel the secrets of genetics and manipulate the building blocks of life. But it is also a stark reminder of our capacity for both destruction and creation. We are the ones who drove the dire wolf and countless other species to extinction, and we are the ones who have brought it back. The question now is, what will we choose to do with this power? Will we use it to right the wrongs of the past, to restore balance to a world teetering on the brink? Or will we continue down a path of ecological destruction, silencing the songs of nature one by one? Section 9. Echoes of the past, promises of the future. The story of the dire wolf's resurrection is far from over. It is a story that is still being written, a story with the potential to reshape our understanding of life, extinction, and our place in the natural world. As Romulus and Remus grow, so too will the ethical and ecological questions surrounding their existence. Their howls, once lost to time, now echo across the landscape, a haunting reminder of what was, what could have been, and what might yet be. They are a call to action, a challenge to confront the consequences of our actions and to choose a different path, a path that leads to a future where both humanity and nature can thrive. The dire wolf is back. The question now is, what will we do with this second chance?